An up-and-down journey that Giants fans hope ends with another orange October. But part of the story is the way the Rockies have handled the Giants here at Coors Field in Denver, playing some of their best baseball against their rival. Today they go to work on Labor Day, and it's all next. The road trip starts here in Denver as we get ready for Giants-Rockies. This is game one of a three-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants win the suspended game, and now we got a 9-inning affair, and Tim Hudson's going to take the mound. And right now, even though Hudson has never won a game here, he's still pitching very well.
Well, he was the guy that started the game we just saw, although he did not get the win. The Giants did get a win, so in a way that's a small victory.
Right. Yes,
he's never won here. It's kind of weird. He's 5-2 against these Rockies away from Coors Field, but here 0-2 lifetime and ERA in the 7th. So he's going to try and set that straight today, get in the win column, and keep this thing going. The Giants have great strength in their lineup right now with lots of contribution coming from a lot of different people, but the heart is on fire. Posey, Sandoval, and Hunter Pence. And when that happens, you come to the ballpark expecting to win every day, and that's what they're doing.
Franklin Morales pitched against the Giants last week, and he pitched very well against them, so it should be a good matchup. All right, stay tuned. We'll take you to our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update, and we'll do that right after this.
on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, try Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. And by Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
We're coming to you from Coors Field as the Rockies now have just taken the field. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open weekends. 77 degrees here at the yard. Winds are calm, humidity at 25%. And it is a beautiful day here in Denver. All right, let's take a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup. It'll be Pagan, Panik, and Buster Posey. Pablo Sandoval will be the cleanup hitter. Then Hunter Pence. And you can see Hunter Pence, 13-game hitting streak. Followed by Arias. He gets the nod at first. Blanco, Crawford, and then Hudson.
On the hill today for the Colorado Rockies will be the 27-year-old left-hander, Franklin Morales. Been a swingman this year for the Rockies. 19 starts. Has also made 11 appearances out of the bullpen. 5-7 with a 5.14 ERA. Giants saw him back in San Francisco when the Rockies were in town. And what they saw from Morales was a lot of cutters. A cut fastball where he just threw one after another. Low to mid-90s with the cut. He's also got an occasional slider he'll throw at you, an occasional slider, and a changeup. But basically, it was all cuts and changeups. Go get him. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Franklin Morales today for the Rockies, starting in their outfield from left to right. It'll be Dickerson, Stubbs, and Blackman. Good arms at center and right. Rutledge and Arenado on the left side of the infield. LeMahieu and Morneau on the right side. And Michael McKinnery will be in the squad putting down the signs.
So here's Pagan as he is about ready to lead things off. Giants come in with a record of 75-62. That includes, obviously, the win that happened just about a half an hour ago. Hunter Pence hit a home run on the 22nd before the rains came. He hit that ball right into the Rockies bullpen. And then later on, a couple of months, maybe 3 months later, he does this as he shoots this ball right by Barnes. And that knocked in the lead run, and the Giants scored one more and an Ishikawa pinch hit, and they go on to win by a final of 4-2. Here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's up high. So we get started at 3:49. And Pagan, it's a high fly ball to left. Dickerson moving back and over, and he makes the catch. And that'll bring up Joe Panik. So Pagan retired. Panik steps up facing Franklin Morales. Giants have Panik, a lefty in the lineup, Blanco and Crawford. So 3 left-handed hitters against Morales.
If you think about it, though, the natural cut fastball from Morales is going to work to the outside part of the plate against these left-handed hitters. One thing you don't see very often is Morales going to the inside part of the plate against lefties.
Joe Panik 1 for 3 in his career against Morales. With Buster Posey on deck, Panik takes in tight. John Tumpane is the home plate umpire. Larry Vanover, Angel Hernandez, Paul Nauert. Outside, 3-1.
We've seen Tom Payne before, and we saw him early when he first got to the big leagues. He was a little scared. He had a strike zone that kind of moved around a little bit. We saw more high strikes than low strikes from Tom Payne.
There's a line drive into center field and a base hit for Panic.
So with young umpires, you have to see them a couple, 2-3 times before you get a real idea of what their zone is. But I had him down as a high ball guy, or at least he'd call some belt high strikes more so than other umpires. He still give the knees, but I think he has more height with his strike zone than he does have width. But as I said before, it can bounce around.
So here's Buster Posey. First pitch to Buster Posey is an off-speed pitch up high. Buster coming into this game, 18 home runs, 71 driven in. And same results on the next pitch. It's 2-0. Buster Posey against Morales, 2 for 8 in his career. Giants have won 6 straight. Again, same spot, 3-0.
Well, this is what he can do, and right now he's flying that front side. I mean, he had no problem throwing strikes against the Giants in San Francisco, and he was tough. But he can get a wild hair up his nose, and when that happens, he'll lose command of that cut, and it'll go anywhere. He'll create a lot of hitters' counts.
Swing and a miss. 3 balls and 1 strike.
So Posey getting after that 3-0 pitch.
Playing in the weeds on the fastball. That's what Morales did against the Giants on Wednesday. On the ground, off the glove of Arenado. Panic is going to go to third, and the Giants have runners at first and third with 1 out.
Stay hot, Buster Posey. It's just a little cut fastball, and it doesn't even get to the inside part of the plate. That's where that cutter's most effective. When that thing lays out in the middle of the plate, it's going to get hit. And it has indeed been ruled a hit, as it should have been.
Here's Sandoval. Sandoval, not great numbers against Morales, 3 for 16. He does have a double, and he also has a home run in those 3 hits. Here he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Hunter Pence is on deck. And Morales staying in to Sandoval. Morales coming in, he's under 500. He's 5-7. He had 11 relief appearances this year. Sandoval out of play. It's 1-2.
Well, he kind of fell out of favor with the Rockies and lost his spot in the rotation because he just didn't have great command. But once he got a better feel of the ball and he started throwing strikes, whoop, he came right back into the rotation. Ideally, we'd like to see him start, but you cannot start a guy out there every 5 days if you don't trust the fact that he can throw strikes.
Sandoval waves at a pitch in the dirt. Quite sure the Panda would like to have that at bat back.
Yeah, it's a bitter pill when you've got an RBI out there 90 feet away and you've been hot, but a nice hard slider down at the back foot of Pablo Sandoval, and he's a victim.
Here's Pence. Pence is hot. He also hits Morales well. And here he takes a strike. And that pitch is high, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice crowd here on this Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Closing down a lot of the attractions that are summertime attractions around here.
Hit high and deep, right center field. It is out of here. Stay hot, Hunter Pence. 3-0 Giants. And that's home run number 19 for Hunter Pence.
That was one of our keys of the game. The matchup between Morales and Hunter Pence, and just a high chest, maybe even a shoulder high cut that didn't do a whole lot. And Hunter Pence hits that mistake better than anybody in the game, and takes on the hot part of the yard and rides it right out of here.
So here's Arias.
I mean, he consistently beats that high pitch, shoulder high and above. And that's amazing.
And it's a good yard to do that in. It probably wouldn't have worked quite so well at AT&T Park.
Nope.
Arias takes in tight. He's hitting at 220. He's got 11 RBIs. I think Blackman thought all along that he had it.
I do too. I think Morales thought Blackman had it.
So McHenry goes out and has a word. On deck is Blanco.
Well, I think the word's going to be simple. Quit overthrowing. I know you're mad, but can't do anything about it now. You got to get the next guy out.
And the walk.
And I think that's one thing that ticks off pitching coaches and managers more than anything. You have a guy give up a home run, the next guy up, he walks. And that's going to bring Jim right out here. This is going to be a chewing right here. He's going to challenge Morales.
He's going to chew on him?
Yeah, he is. He will definitely put a challenge on him. And the message is simply pitch, quit being a thrower. I know you're mad, get over it, get the next guy out. And you have to hear those words when you're angry. You can get angry, but you have to get over it quick. Heel up between the ears and move on.
Here's Gregor Blanco. Blanco, 4 home runs, 29 driven in. A couple of home runs on the homestand. Here he takes one wide, 1-0. Two singles, a big fly, and a walk.
It can happen so quickly in this ballpark.
In tight 2-0.
We've seen a lot of 2-out thunder in this place. And that's why, as a pitcher, you can never relax here.
Morales the high set, and it's high 3-0. Walt Weiss. Good man.
Well, he's been done in by injuries this year, but he has definitely built a good foundation for this organization. When you have injuries to Tulowitzki, Carlos Gonzalez, Michael Kadire, Willeen Rosario, that's your offense.
3-2. So 3-2 now to Gregor Blanco. Arias will go, and it's low, ball 4. And that'll bring up Crawford. Crawford 2 for 5 lifetime against Franklin Morales.
And that's 30 pitches already for Morales here in the first inning. Do not have a very good arm in left field with Dickerson. If Crawford goes that way with this cut fastball, they will challenge Dickerson.
This will be a long run for Dickerson, and he's going to run out of room right down there where we see some Giants fans. So Morales taking some time. Arias at second, Blanco at first. Look out. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
It cannot possibly be a very comfortable at bat because he doesn't know where it's going. Michael McKinry, the catcher for the Rockies, he doesn't know where it's going. And against a guy like Morales, if you're hitting from the left side, you're going to be diving on that outside part of the plate to try and hit that cut fastball that's working away from you.
And a base hit to right field. We may have action here at the plate. Blackman's throw is a good one, but it's cut off. And now Blanco's in a rundown. And Blanco's tagged out. So the run scores. The Giants lead 4-0. Hunter Pence. Beautiful. Bye-bye, baby. 4-0 Giants. And the lineup that Tim Hudson will be facing looks like this: Blackman, Stubbs, and Morneau. And you can see this season leads the National League in average. Arenado and then Dickerson. Michael McKendry is in the lineup, followed by Rutledge, LeMahieu, and Morales.
On the mound today for the Giants will be the veteran Tim Hudson, 39-year-old. Making start number 27, 9-9 on the year with a 2.90 ERA, 106 strikeouts against 29 walks. When you take your at-bats against Hudson, you're going to see 2 types of fastball, right around low 90s, high 80s, depending on the grip and the mood. A lot of sink on the fastball. He's a ground ball guy. Against the Rockies at lifetime, 5-2. At Coors Field, 0-2 with an ERA of 7.05. This has been the one place that has haunted him. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Tim Hudson. Starting the Giants outfield from left to right. It'll be Blanco, Pagan, and Pence. Crawford and Sandoval on the left side. Panic and Arias on the right side. Buster Posey will be in the squad, putting down the signs. And that's the man of the hour right there. Hunter Pence, 3-run homer. Got this Giants offense rolling.
Here's Blackman. Blackman hitting at 287. Five for 13 against Hudson. Here he bounces this one foul. Stubbs to follow.
Shadows starting to be creeping across the infield.
And that fastball is high. 1-2.
Talking about all the summer attractions in the area. This is their last day. They're talking about this morning all the water slides around the area. Shutting her down after today. Summer pretty much over here in Denver.
Hit down the left field line and out of play.
Kids all back in school.
We used to have a view of the mountains, and they decided to build this condominium complex over the left field wall. And it kind of ruined it for us.
Yeah, not happy about it.
The 1-2 pitch to Blackman. Tapped foul.
I mean, that's the splendor of Coors Field, right? You're playing right at the base of the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
They are the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah.
Should you be able to see the Rockies from the ballpark?
Absolutely. Or from at least from our press box.
Well, if you're sitting in the upper deck, though, or if you're at the rooftop having a beer,
yeah, that's what you get.
That's what you see. They are there. No snow caps.
We see none of that. Blackman making Hudson work. It's 1-2. Hudson gets the sign from Buster Posey. Posey setting up away, and it's high and away. 2-2. Dodgers and Nationals tonight.
That'll be a pretty good series.
Got him.
Good location on that outside corner. Time now for our Nissan keys to the game. And for Hudson, break the zero. That's our first key. Hard to believe that he's never had a win in the friendly confines of Coors Field. Today, let's get him a win. Number 2, the Pence-Morales matchup. Coming into this ball game, Pence was 6 for 14 with a double and a home run. And, well, guess what? He hit a 3-run homer the first inning. So I guess that's working out. Those are our Nissan keys to the game.
I want to know that I witnessed you did those keys before you hit the home run.
That was your key. Well, your key was the Hunter Pence Franklin Morales. I did write it down. Nice going, partner.
Into the glove of Buster Posey. Well, when you ask me for help on the keys, I always go to the same thing. Some type of matchup.
What's a good one? Somebody who's got ownage on a pitcher? That's a key.
Stubbs right now is not picking up Hudson. He's 3 for 10 in his career with 3 strikeouts. And it's hit out into right center field, and you can see how the ball carries here.
All right, time now for our AT&T U-verse rewind. And last Wednesday against the Rockies, Tim Hudson was unbelievably good. 8 innings strong, 4 hits allowed, 1 run, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, including his 2000th career strikeout. And all he got out of it was a workout. Oh, and the 2000 strikeout ball. He got a no decision, but the Giants won it on Buster Posey's walk-off in the bottom of the 9th. And that's our AT&T U-verse rewind.
Here's Morneau. Morneau 5 for 17 with a double and a home run against Hudson lifetime. And Morneau bounces this one to Arias, gives ground, will underhand it to Hudson, and that'll end the inning. Nice inning for Hudson, a shutdown inning, and Hudson will lead things off. It's 4-0 Giants. Geico quote. It comes from Madison Bumgarner in How the Giants Are Playing. And the bum says, we've got a lot of guys here who know how to win and have done it before, and I feel like we're starting to play our best baseball of the year. Not exactly how it sounds when I repeat that quote, but that's what he said.
Well, you have to get a little North Carolina drawl on it.
Hudson rolls it foul.
But he is as a refreshing human being to be around that I've ever met. I mean, he never seems to have a bad day. Completely at ease in the baseball environment. And just fun to be around.
Hudson's 2 for 47. He takes a low 1-2. Pagan on deck. 2-2.
Since the frustration from Morales, I mean, he keeps adding back, trying to throw that cutter in on the hands of right-handed hitters, even a pitcher, and he's overthrowing it, missing high and away. And he can't do anything about it. And it's just all mechanical right now. I mean, what Tim Lincecum is going through mechanically is similar to what's going through, what Morales is going through right now. You just can't trust the fastball.
And it's held on by McHenry.
Well, Wednesday the 10th is the first ever video gamer night presented by PlayStation. Your special event package will include access to a pregame video gamer night party, a collector's edition Giants figure of Arno from Assassin's Creed Unity, from the creative direction of legendary artist Todd McFarlane, and a ticket to the Giants D-back games. So go to sfgiants.com/special events and check it out.
Here's Pagan, and Pagan wraps a base hit into left field. So the Giants with their 5th hit, and here's Panic. Panic, a one-out single, and that got the Giants going in the first inning.
Opposite field approach. The type of approach you have to have if you're hitting from the left side to beat low 90s cut like you're going to see from Morales. Tell you what, though, I mean, this is a spooky time right now if you're hitting off of Morales left-handed, because he doesn't really know where the ball's going. And when he's missing up and in to a lefty, out over a plate and away from a righty. Plus, you got shadows.
Panic. Morneau, double play. Nothing you can do about that. 4-0 Giants.
By Frost Brewed Coors Light. Most runs scored by the Giants in a single series in AT&T Park history. Well, in 2010 against the Reds, they had 38. 2000 against the Padres, 33. The Mets in 2000, they had 32. 2004, D-backs 31. And this weekend against the Brewers, well, they put themselves in the top 5 with 31 runs scored against Milwaukee pitching. And those are your cold, hard facts. Those are cold and those are hard.
And those are facts. Here's Arenado. Arenado hitting at 302, and he takes a call strike. Two for 7 against Hudson with a double. Bounces this one up the middle. Crawford spears it, spins, throws it, got him.
Oh, man.
That ball was behind him.
That's, you know, we've been talking about Brandon Crawford a lot this last week with great defensive plays. And you're right. I didn't think he had a chance. Let's make it our fourth right choice. Why not? I mean, this ball was hit hard. There's a hard infield, and yet he gets over to his left with not a lot of time, spears it, 360s. And in the end, he makes it look routine, and it was anything but routine. That's just a great play. That's our Ford right choice.
And you can see how quick this infield is. Here's Dickerson.
Well, the starting pitching has been red hot, and the defense has been red hot. And those two go hand in hand. Ever since the Giants had that 4-error game to last homestand when they lost to these Rockies, the pitching and the defense has really tightened up.
Dickerson against Hudson. 1 for 5, and the one hit a home run. Outside corner, perfect. 1 and 2.
He's really had nice command of that outside corner today. And one thing we've seen today is John Tumpane, a different umpire than we saw earlier. Before, he was kind of guessing on that outside corner. Much more confident umpire today, and it shows in his strike zone.
And Dickerson fouls it off the top of the backstop. Dickerson steps out briefly. Hudson waiting for him to get back in the box. And the 1-2, and he bounces this one into the hole, a base hit. If you can hit a little bit, you're going to hit a lot here.
Well, there's a lot of things that favor the hitter if you think about it. First of all, there's a lot of land mass out there because of the dimensions. You get a lot of area in front of the outfielders that are where hits go, and then you have a hard infield, fast infield like we just saw, and of course you have carry, especially the right side of this field where it's where the home runs go. So there really isn't a lot that they have built for the pitcher to be proud of. There's not a wind field. There's not I mean, nothing favors the pitcher.
Swing and a miss by McKendry. Five home runs for McKendry, 16 runs batted in. And a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2.
But the thing about Hudson is getting ground balls. And I think that's one reason why he has not had success here is because this is a hard and fast infield. And when you're a ground ball guy and you put the ball on the ground to a hard infield, you don't have great range with your infielders because of the speed of the infield. And that limits your chances to succeed.
Tried to hit the outside corner and missed. Rutledge is on deck. Got him.
Good hard slider. Second strikeout for Hudson. Set the target wide, and you just throw it out there on the outside corner, let the movement take it off the plate and hope he chases, and McHenry went fishing.
Here's Rutledge. And the pitch is down low.
Well, he's missing. He is not missing by very much.
Look out, and that hit him. So just caught the jersey of Rutledge. And that'll bring up LeMahieu. So LeMahieu steps up. And LeMahieu gets a piece, and it's no balls and one strike. According to our numbers, LeMahieu has never faced Hudson before. Actually, that's not true. I see it now. 2 for 7 with a double.
He's hiding.
Hiding down the right field line. Hunter Pence a long run, and Hunter Pence can't get it, and it bounces around, and now Hunter Pence will pick it up, and 2 runs are going to score, and it's 4-2.
Well, he came very close to making a play. You can see just how close it was to being fouled. I mean, it bounced about 6 inches inside the line. Beautiful at bat from LeMahieu going the opposite way. Seen a lot of good opposite field hitting between these two teams.
Here's Morales. Well, you know that ticks Hudson off because he hit Rutledge. 2 strikes on Rutledge. Strike to Morales. Dickerson, a little C&I ground ball. It'll drive you mad, this place. And the bunt. And Hudson will make the play, and that'll end the inning. 2 on the board for the Rockies. Inning number 3 coming up.
Ball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Provident Credit Union. Make life easy.
4-2 Giants here in the 3rd inning. A new group coming into the ballpark today. Chris Dominguez, first timer. Mike Kickham, Juan Perez, Guillermo Quiroz, Hunter Strickland, first timer. Here's Buster Posey to lead things off.
And there will be more coming. But help has arrived for bullpenners across Major League Baseball.
Two and 0 to Buster Posey. Buster hit a sharp 1-hopper off the glove of Arenado, and he eventually scored on the Pence home run. Pops this one sky high. Morneau will put it away.
Literally a mile high. That was up there. did a new addition to this ballpark in right field bleachers called the Rooftop. They have a series of taverns and little restaurants up there. They took away the purple line on that side of the field that is actually a mile high. They have it on the other parts of the ballpark, but it should be really easy for us to see up there.
Sandoval had a tough time with Morales in the first inning. Here he swings and misses. No balls and one strike. And he taps it foul. Pence is on deck. Giants scored 4 in the first. Rockies came back with 2 in the second. So we're in the third. And this is hit on the ground to Arenado. 2 outs. This is what Hunter Pence did in the first inning.
Just a high cut off the plate, up and away, and just took it right out of here to right field. And that was a 3-run shot, home run number 19 for Hunter Pence. 74 RBIs on the year now.
I remember last September.
Oh,
he just lit it up.
It's one of the hottest Septembers I've ever seen.
Joaquin Arias is on deck. Pence taps it foul. 1-2. Four runs on 5 hits for the Giants. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Rockies. And it's rolled foul again past Arias.
I think when Morales has got command of that inside corner with that cut fastball to right-handed hitters, he's a really tough guy to pull. You got to really think opposite field gap. The way that Pence hit his ball out in his first at bat. We do notice, though, when Morales pitches, Nolan Arenado over at third base, I mean, he gets a ton of work.
Here's the 2-2 to Pence. Arenado barely has to move, and that'll end the inning. Top of the order coming up, 4-2 Giants. Speakeasy Style Club at AT&T Park. Got a game room on the suite level with bowling and billiards. The Gotham Clubhouse is located inside the out-of-town scoreboard. Membership is limited. Call 415-972-1883. Here's Blackman. Blackman struck out in the first inning. Here he takes wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Blackman, Stubbs, in Morneau. And this is driven foul. But 4 rows back.
It's a big hitter for Hudson. Talked about the history he's had here. Never has won a game at Coors Field. And with the 2 runs that the Rockies scored in the bottom of the second inning, this becomes a big hitter.
Good pitch, 1-2.
He went right on the outside corner at the knee, same area that he struck Blackman out in Blackman's first at bat.
See where Buster Posey sets up.
What's back foot break a ball?
That's what he got, and he rolls it foul. Rockies, when they're successful, they dominate in this ballpark, and they're 34-34. Got him again.
Yeah, that's a big out for him. Well, check out Peru ball. 49ers head coach Jim Harbaugh took his yearly missionary trip to Peru, and Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area went along to chronicle the trip. Harbaugh and his group built homes, delivered food, and taught football to boys in the area. Check it out Tuesday at 9 p.m. right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Here's Stubbs. Breaking ball in tight. Stubbs looked like he thought about sticking that elbow out. Remember Greg Biggio?
Oh, yeah, but he had a pad that was as big as the helmet on his head. That used to tick me off so bad. They made him cut down the size of his pad.
Still was big.
Still was big. And he still stick his elbow in on purpose.
Hall of Famer.
Oh, no doubt.
Tap foul. 1-2.
He should not have been made to wait this long, too. Still not in, but in our opinion, a Hall of Famer.
A little low. 2-2. They were. You could go into Houston and they could hurt you a little bit with Biggio and Bagwell. I mean, that was a 1-2 punch for a long time. Hit high and foul and out of play. And they did all their damage for the most part at the Astrodome, which was a really tough place to hit.
There was a couple years there where Jeff Bagwell made that place look small, and that was not an easy thing to do.
.42 pitch coming up for Hudson. And he got him.
It's a little slider, and he kept that thing right down around the knees. Not easy to see right now with these shadows coming across the field.
Here's Morneau.
Set up in the outside corner. This is right on the corner. A little straight down sink. Nice.
And a breaking ball for a called strike.
It's amazing how much different the strike zone is today with John Tumpane than when we saw him. Initially, it was one of his first few times behind the plate. Really nervous, you could tell. He's much more relaxed today. And it's great. They, all around the country, they have the older umpires, retired umpires who oversee. Milwaukee, it's Bruce Fleming. In San Francisco, it's Eddie Montague.
Driven into the gap. Hunter Pence is going to reach up and put it away. The extendo reach of Hunter Pence, and that'll end the inning. He just does about everything right. 4-2 Giants.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by PG&E. See our progress in your town at pge.com/crprogress.
Here on Labor Day, it's a 4-2 lead for the Giants. It'll be Arias Blanco Crawford facing Franklin Morales. And Arias is going to open up the inning with a one-hopper to the left fielder Dickerson.
So, 2 at-bats. He's going to walk and a knock. Having a good day.
So here's Blanco. Blanco drew a walk in the first. If you just joined us, the completion of the May 22nd game was right before this game, and the Giants won that game 4-2. And then, we have to ask the stupid questions like, well, does that count on their 6-game winning streak?
It does not.
And it doesn't. It counts on their May month where they went 20-9. Not bad.
That's a good month.
Blanco on the ground and a base hit. And Arias is going to hit the bag at second and go to third. And the Giants now with runners at first and third. And here's Crawford, who knocked in a run in the first.
Just a mistake to location. They set the target out over on the outside part of the plate. This thing is right in the middle. And Blanco, who's really playing great baseball, continues to stay hot. Very good at bat.
So here's Crawford.
And what has always been the consistent philosophy about playing at Coors Field: score early and score often.
Yeah, to add on.
And do not take your foot off the pedal until you pull out of town.
And here's where Crawford has to do what he can to get that run in from third with the pitcher on deck. Crawford now with 54 runs batted in. We mentioned during the homestand, I mean, if he has a terrific month, you could get close to 70. Off the end of the bat, foul. It's now 0-2.
But these are these situations. If you're going to have a big RBI year, these are the situations you have to jump on.
Absolutely.
And right now, Morales is pitching for the strikeout.
Arias at third. And now a toss to first. And Blanco, a little delay in getting back, but he got back in plenty of time. In tight. 1-2. And that was really a nice play by McHenry.
Well, we always talk about how hard it is to see for the hitter when the shadows come across the field like they are, but it's equally as difficult to see for a catcher. And not an easy guy to catch right now. And every time you put up a target, you're kind of hoping he gets to your target, but.
And Crawford is going to single to left. And Arias is going to score. And it's 5-2. He picks up his second RBI of the game.
Oh, the bottom of the lineup absolutely flexing their muscles. Frank Morales has not gotten anybody out 6th, 7th, or 8th spot today. They've come up with 4 knocks and 2 walks. Here, another good opposite field approach. And Jim Wright, the pitching coach, is going to come out. Hockey's got to think seriously about getting somebody up in that bullpen. Just a lot of location mistakes from Morales, and to the Giants' credit, they're not missing them.
I think they heard you.
Well, time to log on to CSNBayArea.com and decide the player of the game. Your vote counts. Winners will be revealed during the Giants postgame live. Follow the action on the diamond like never before with enhanced Bloomberg stats and more. Giants in-game live on CSNBayArea.com. Log on right now and vote.
So now Hudson's job is get those 2 runners, move them up a bag. Nicasio is now getting loose in the bullpen. Hudson shows bunt early and he takes a strike.
Got to be careful butting a cut fastball too, because you get out there thinking you're going to put it on the sweet spot, and all of a sudden that movement from a left-handed cutter to a right-handed hitter can run right in on your hands.
Arenado giving the infield signs as to what everybody's responsibility is on the bunt. And Hudson bunts it foul. And there's Nicasio as he gets loose. Juan Nicasio. Good live arm.
You'll see some mid-90 fastballs from Nicasio.
Say this whole bunt play thing has slowed things down.
No, you're right. I mean, after every play, every pitch, they have to put the bunt play as to what bag they're going to try and get.
Outside. Are they going to do it again now?
Oh yeah. Are they going to get the out? Try for the out at third? Are they going to try for the out at second? They're going to try and pick a guy off.
And Hudson's down. Third strikeout.
That's the worst feeling as a pitcher when you can't get the bunt down. You got to walk back in the dugout. And you just feel like the cat got out and you were in charge of the door. You don't want to make eye contact with anybody, especially your manager.
Here's Pagan. Yeah, you're better off really just doing the hangdog going back. Pagan singled in the second. And he takes wide. 1-0. 3 singles in this inning. Arias, Blanco, and Crawford.
Talk about the shadows and what hitters talk about is we can't see the ball. Well, they can see the ball, but it's kind of a silhouette. You don't see the spin on the ball. And I always thought that when you get shadows across an infield, the best pitch you have is a slider, because that's the spin they do not see. And the slider is a faster breaking ball. They don't have as much time to define it. And if you can locate it, it can be your friend. And it's going to be tough to see here for a while.
Out of play. Blanco at second, Crawford at first. And a line drive that's going to carry out. And now Dickerson trying to get it out, couldn't hang on. 2 outs.
Good at bat.
Nice at bat.
Take a look at the exchange. Got it. And on the exchange, clearly he had it. So it's not a drop. Not an error. It is a bit embarrassing for a player.
Here's Panic. Panic with a single in the first, and then a bullet right at Justin Morneau, who caught it. Stepped on the bag and doubled up Pagan. Outside, 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. Single games tomorrow and Wednesday, day off Thursday, Detroit on Friday. Panic pops it up. Rutledge puts it away, and that'll end the inning. Giants do pick up a run. It's now 5-2 San Francisco. this date in 1964. Masanori Murakami made his debut with the Giants and became the first native of Japan to play in the major leagues. Masanori began his career with 11 scoreless innings over 5 outings. As we see him from time to time, he looks the same.
Striking out Maury Wills. It's always fun to be around Mashi. He loves the game. And he's a great ambassador to Japan for the Giants. His whole life he has stayed in baseball, and that's a good thing. You need people like Mashi in this game.
Here's Arenado. Crawford took a hit away from Arenado in the second inning.
Right side of the field, you are going to be looking into some sun here at Coors Field this time of day. Bring a hat, bring some sunglasses.
Totally opposite on the other side of the field.
Oh, if you're on the left side, you're in the shade. Life is good. Of course, in April, when it's a little cool here, that sun might feel a little bit better than it does right now.
Arias, a long run, and Arias is going to come up short. You need it to be hit a little higher where you can get to that wall and then play it from there. And Arias cannot get to the wall.
Well, he doesn't play a lot of first base number 1 and number 2. He doesn't know the area. It's foreign soil. You know, I have to take something back that I said earlier about there's nothing that favors the pitcher. I think the foul territories are big here. That's pro pitcher.
Sandoval with the clean pick. Arenado gets some of his own medicine.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That was a bullet. Well, join us next Saturday, the 13th, for Fiesta Gigantes, presented by Coors Light. Fiesta Gigantes is an annual free pregame music festival from 3 to 6 on Terry Francois Boulevard. There's also a Fiesta Gigante special event package, which will include a Vamos Gigantes scarf and a game Dodgers-Giants game ticket. That's right. Go to sfgiants.com/special events and check it out.
Here's Dickerson. Dickerson rolled one through the right side in the second. He hooks it foul.
Guy's got to make a play.
Mariners fan.
Bring your glove. You catch the ball. Meet your hero.
Mariners took it on the chin today in Oakland. Here's the 0-1 to Dickerson. Posey setting up away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Did you tell me Adam Dunn hit a home run today?
Adam Dunn strapped on an A's uniform for the very first time today. Stepped up. Whoop. Home run. That's how you can make some friends quickly in a new town. Snapped their losing streak today.
High. 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Michael McKendry, the Rockies catcher.
All right, note to rookie catcher. Make sure when you throw the ball back to your pitcher, he's looking. Whoop.
That was almost like a nice little dance routine.
I mean, come on.
Choreographed perfectly. This is foul back. Yeah, I want to see that again.
Hudson throws it 360s, and as he's looking someplace else, Susak throws it back. Whoop. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're a team.
Yeah.
Finally choreographed.
We do this all the time. Turns out that it's likely Susak caught Hudson in spring training and done a whole lot of work together. Got him. Dickerson got a piece of it, and Buster Posey hung on.
Strikeout number 5 for Hudson, and they're all swing and miss strike threes. Gives you an idea of his stuff today. And a lot of his strikeout pitches have been fastballs.
I'm talking about this choreograph, and all along I'm thinking it's Susak who's throwing the ball back to him.
Me too. I said it was Susak. I said a rookie.
When you said no to Rook, I thought, all right, Susak, that a babe.
By the way, how about no to MVP? Buster Posey's behind the plate. Well, see, that's what happens when you have 2 games. You start to blend into one.
Well, it's my fault for actually trusting what you said.
Yeah, that's true. I have to start all over
again. At some point, I'm going to have to start to rethink that. Meanwhile, Susak is sitting in the dugout. 1-1 pitch into right center field. Pagan is going to have to play this one on a hop, and that'll bring up Rutledge. So much area out there for balls to fall in. So here's Rutledge. Rutledge was aboard when LeMahieu tripled. He was hit by a pitch in the second. And that off-speed pitch is high. Pitch-wise, the next pitch would be number 60. And a strike.
Changeup. Hudson, one of the rare guys that will throw both a circle change and a split. He says for the most part he goes with the split. He sets his hand to it.
Down low.
When he gets ready right now, he'll put his grip, and he'll put that grip with a fork split finger on. Loads it up there. He does that so he doesn't tip a pitch.
Up the middle, and that'll be a base hit.
That's the one that wears you out. If you're a pitcher, you follow through, and your momentum's going to the first base line, and because of his follow through, he doesn't have a great ability to come back and feel balls come right back up the middle. It just goes right by you, and you're thinking, oh, so close, but yet so far away. So the bottom of the Rockies lineup doing what the bottom of the Giants lineup is doing today. Making some noise.
So LeMahieu, he tripled in the second. He hit a ball down the right field line that Hunter Pence nearly caught. And it just was inside the foul line. Bounces this one slowly to Panic, and that'll end the inning. So Hudson retires LeMahieu. It is a shutdown inning, and it's 5-2 Giants.
Bay Area is brought to you by Big O Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
It's a 5-2 lead for the Giants. There you go, Mikey.
Well, Gamer Babe from Copperopolis. 62nd birthday, my 21st baseball park. Go Giants. Atta Babe. Happy birthday.
Copperopolis?
I think that's how you pronounce it. Hey, look, I didn't even know Posey was in the game. If I'm saying Copperopolis, I wouldn't bet on it.
Well, if that were Jim Davenport, then that would be a city named after me.
Hey, Copper, go get a bat and bunt. Where's Crew Cow? Copper.
Swing and a miss. Buster a single in the first inning, then popped out on a 2-0 pitch that he wanted to have back. 1-2. Sandoval and then Pence. And a shot down the left field line and a fair ball. And Buster Posey is going to head into second base with a leadoff double. Tried to get in there again on that pitch down and in. And Buster dug it out.
And very quickly, more activity in the Rockies bullpen. Let's watch a beautiful swing that he has had the last 6 weeks. Just a little raise of the front foot. I mean, no stride basically. And more frustration for Morales. Did not get the pitch in enough. Left it out and got burned by it.
Here's the Panda. Sandoval, bouncing ball, foul. There's the lefty.
Johan Flande.
So Sandoval back in the box, 0-1. And not even close. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hunter Pence is on deck.
Has not had a problem throwing good hard cutters and sliders down and in to Sandoval today. Of all the Giants hitters, I mean, I think Sandoval's seen the best stuff from Morales. And he's going to go right back inside at his back foot here down in the dirt.
Hit on the ground, foul. Well, Sandoval's got to know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, if the guy's getting you out consistently one way, there's no real reason for him to throw another pitch in another location. And that's kind of the way it's been today with this matchup. Plus, Morales is thinking, you know, that's all I have to do is locate this thing down at his feet. He'll go for it.
Took it, and it's 2-2. Pence to follow, and then Arias. And this is hit right at Arenado, and he was swinging across the diamond.
Lots of work for Nolan Arenado today. It's kind of how Sandoval feels when Madison Bumgarner pitches, and he gets a lot of work with Mad Bums out there. Left-handed cutters will do that to right-handed hitters. They'll rake it right down that third baseman's way.
And we're going to see Pence get walked intentionally. And that'll bring up Arias. Arias has had some good at-bats.
Yes, he has. A walk and a knock. The thing Arias likes to do is he likes to get after an at-bat early. He likes to jump on those first strikes.
So here's Arias. This sets up a chance for the Rockies to turn a double play. Morales sets, throws, and this is hooked foul down the left field line. I think Arias is seeing Morales pretty good.
Yeah, he's definitely got back leg into every swing. He's not lunging at anything. And when you've got good balance, you're seeing it.
Look out, back foot, 1 ball and 1 strike. Padres playing good ball, huh?
Well, they're 7 games under 500. I mean, they've come a long way back, and they're playing great ball.
Milwaukee takes one on the chin today in Chicago.
Milwaukee has hit on hard times.
That would be, what, 6 losses in a row. Pitch to Arias. Low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike.
So they lose the series to the Padres in San Diego. They come into San Francisco, get swept, and now they've lost the first one in Chicago. Hey, National League Central is going to find out right now. The Cubs are not any fun playing.
No. 2-1 pitch. Here it is. Swinging a foul back. 2-2. And the wild card in the West. The Giants are 2 up on Milwaukee. And Atlanta lost. Atlanta got no hit today. And look out for the Pirates, because here they come.
Yep.
And their pitching's been good, and they got McCutchen back. 2-2 to Arias. And a full count. And the Phillies threw 4 pitchers to no hit Atlanta. It still counts.
Absolutely it does. Not quite as glamorous, but
it still burns you if you're the Braves.
If you're the Braves, you've got a hangdog right now.
Especially at home. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Easy take there.
Goodness. That's on a 3-2 pitch.
I would think that would be the one that would get him out of a ball game.
Absolutely.
And it is indeed going to be his last pitch. 3-2. And McHenry makes a nice play to even catch the ball.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts. We'll be back.
is brought to you by the Solar Company. Not just any solar company, the Solar Company. Switch to solar and save.
5-2 Giants. And there's your new pitcher.
Johan Flande, the new pitcher now for Colorado. 3-11 with a 5.60 ERA. Look at the strikeouts, 67 against 33 walks. 112. And Colorado Springs is a pretty live place. It's a short yard. With the Rockies, 0-5, however, with a 5.52 ERA. Throws hard. He's got an upright delivery. And he got a little flip, very quick arm action as he gets it in on you. And the fastball low to mid-90s with a changeup and a slider. It's kind of slurvy. For Franklin Morales, just didn't happen today. Didn't have the same command we saw him have in San Francisco. New second baseman for Colorado will be Rafael Inoa on the double switch.
So Gregor Blanco gets to see if the Giants can add on to their 5-2 lead here in the fifth. Shadows now becoming a bit more prominent. You can see those left field light towers now taking over part of the infield. And their high fastball is 1-0.
Flande originally signed in 2005, came up through the Phillies organization. Signed to a minor league free agent contract last November by the Rockies. 28 years old. He's been around.
Hit on the ground. Noah gets one. They will not get two. So Noah had the right idea. He just stumbled a bit. And coming in to score is Buster Posey, and it's 6-2.
Well, that's a bone crusher. If you're out there in the mound, you get that ground ball off the crack of the bat, you're thinking that's a pair.
Even though Blanco runs well, that ball was hit hard enough where they could have turned it.
Just that little hesitation. He couldn't get it out of his glove. A sloppy exchange from Inoa. Right there, and that's all Blanco needed to get the RBI.
Here's Crawford. Yeah, this is his first big league play. Right off the bat, you're going to get tested. You better be ready. Crawford's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Here he takes low with Tim Hudson on deck. So give Blanco a run batted in.
And Inoa's no baby either. This is his 11th year of professional baseball. Finally gets it to the big leagues. He's 27 years old.
There's a strike. Crawford's had a pair of singles. And the pitch. Swinging a bullet into right field, his third hit. Vince is going to score. Kicking it around is Blanco, or make that Blackman and Blanco to third. So have a day, Brandon Crawford. That's a double. His third RBI, and it's 7-2.
Take a look at the outside location. He misses at the belt, middle in, and Brandon Crawford, who's got a very solid front shoulder against lefties, takes full advantage of it. And he almost hits Blanco. Blanco did not get a good jump. He had to avoid getting hit.
So here's Hudson. Hudson swings and misses. No balls and 1 strike. Blanco at third. Crawford at second. Hudson on the ground to short. This will end the inning. Giants pick up 2. It's 7-2 San Francisco.
Presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
All right, time now for our Chevron pitching matchup for tomorrow's game. It's going to be Yusmeiro Petit taking on Jordan Lyles. And you can join us right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area for Giants pregame live at 5 before we bring you the game at 5:30. Petit making his second start since coming out of the bullpen. He'll be making his 8th start on the year. 4-3 against Jordan Lyles, who is 6-2.
So here's Inoa, who takes a strike at the knees. Lyles and Petit pitched the Thursday game. And although Lyles gave up 3 earned runs, I thought he pitched pretty well.
I did too.
So this would be Inoa's first major league at bat.
Yep. And he waited a long time for it, as I mentioned, his 11th year.
Yeah, facing a guy that may someday be in the Hall of Fame. The 0-2 pitch. Way inside. Blackman to follow. We're in the 5th. And then Stubbs. Hit on the ground and a base hit. So Inoa, in his first at bat in the big leagues, comes up with a base hit.
Well, it's got to feel pretty good. He's waited a long time to say that he's got a big league hit. Certainly earned the right to be here. You labored through 10 years of minor league baseball, ride a lot of buses. You do not apologize. And the ball, I mean, Crawford almost comes up clean with it, but with Inoa's speed, I don't think he was going to have a chance to get a throw off. But with Crawford, you never bet against that arm.
Here's Blackman, who struck out twice. First time in this game, the Rockies have got the leadoff hitter on against Hudson. And Blackman way out in front.
Blackman with no sunglasses.
See, he doesn't look like a spy anymore.
No. He looks like a guy mining for gold in 1850 in California. Fit in.
Was the movie with Clint Eastwood, Paint Your Wagon?
Yeah,
he was in it.
Yeah, he was in it.
Down the left field line, this is going to be foul. Very underrated movie, by the way.
Oh, I love that movie.
It was great. We got Clint. We got to hear him sing.
Yeah. I didn't even know he could sing. Lee Marvin was in that movie.
I don't think he really did, but he sang.
Oh, that was his voice. Absolutely. I mean, he's a songwriter, musician. He does it all.
I thought it was just. I just thought it was a fun movie.
Yep. I watch that every couple years. That's a good one.
Fastball high, 1-2.
Remember they were digging underneath the city, and the guy says, "What do we do with all the dirt?" He says, "Give it to the meek." I thought that was pretty funny.
You got to get John on that subject. He probably knows the lines to the whole movie. 1-2. But 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Every once in a while, John Miller will surprise us at dinner or just a general conversation on a bus or an airplane. We'll bring up a topic like an old show from the 60s.
Yeah, does it on the rap all the time.
Gilligan's Island. And he'll recite word for word 10 different episodes. Amazing mind.
Pagan out into left center field is going to put it away.
Well, it's time for you to tweet your photo using hashtag CSNBA fan photo, your full name, and your hometown for a chance to have it shown in an upcoming game broadcast. Brought to you by AT&T. And this is Elaine Buchanan with Aiden Wilkin and a Giants buddy. So there's your AT&T fan photo. He's going, Elaine. One guy's a little scary on the right.
Yep, he is. Here's Stubbs. Stubbs is 0 for 2. Breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Off of Buster Posey's shin guard, 0-2. Next pitch will be number 75 for Hudson. And that may not mean anything. We are in the 5th. Inoa at first. No swing.
Boy, he's making good pitches on those 0-2 counts. They're really good teasers. Came over there with a little split finger.
And that fastball is high. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Stubbs with plenty of power. Good mistake hitter. Having a career year average wise.
And tight. So now it's 3-2.
0-2 to a 3-2. And now with the lead that Hudson has, he's got to get in that strike zone.
You know it goes. The pitch, swinging a bouncing ball to Sandoval. And with the speed of Stubbs, you can forget about it. Could be an error on Sandoval, who doesn't make many.
They have not said that very often all year. And I'm thinking maybe with Inoa going, maybe he was trying to hurry the play, maybe still get that double play. So Hudson going to try and pitch through the air.
Now Morneau hit a rope to Hunter Pence in the 3rd inning. Posey's going to stay away, and Hudson did stay away, and it's 1-0. Just went online and looked at the movie we were talking about.
Pay Your Wagon?
How could we forget Lee Marvin?
We mentioned him.
Did you?
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Ben Rumson, come on. One of my favorite movies.
Smoked at Pagan. Morneau, nothing to show for his day today.
Yeah, another bullet. By the way, do you remember the name of Clint Eastwood in that movie?
Well, I mean, I could play around and find out, but I'd rather have you tell me.
He didn't have one. He was his partner.
Oh.
That was the deal. I guess he told it to his bride late in the movie, but I forget it. For the most part, it was his partner.
I had that 8-track, by the way.
Did you really?
I did.
It was a good one. I liked all the songs.
Arenado, a ground ball to Crawford, who made a terrific play on in the 2nd, and then Sandoval made a nice play on a ball hit to him off the bat of Arenado in the 4th. This one is going to end the inning as Pagan comes in, still coming in, and he makes the catch. And he made it exciting, but he made the catch. And now we will head to the 6th, 7-2 Giants. Red seats from Candlestick Park, they are on sale. And the Candlestick Park legends Steve Young and Jerry Rice are now part of the autographed seat options. Other options, Mays in Montana, that's a good one. Mays in McCovey, that's a good one. Montana and Dwight Clark, oh yeah, that's a good one. And others. Go to sfgiants.com/candlestick memories.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those others, guys.
The others. Here's Pagan, will be top of the order for the Giants. 6th inning. Yep. That name and that number never gets old. And this is going to be another at bat for Pagan where he lines out to right field.
All right, time now for our Togo's Big Play, the Togo's Way. Joe Panik, did he have a good August? Ranked first in average for rookies, first in on-base percentage, first in hits with 36, and fourth in RBIs with 11. That's the most hits in a month by a San Francisco rookie since Posey had 43 in July of 2010. And that's our Togo's Big Play, the Togo's Way.
Oh, and here is Joe Panik, and he takes a strike. This is pulled on the ground foul. On deck is Buster Posey. Giants 7 runs on 10 hits. Rockies 2 runs on 5 hits. The 0-2 pitch to Panik is outside.
How about this guy's name? Johan Flande. You know, I mean, that's pretty smooth right there.
Yeah.
My name is Johan Flande, hairstylist to the stars.
Foul back.
I've always said that the Latin names, you can't beat them.
Not many French baseball players.
Joe Lafay.
Yeah, not bad. In tight to Panik.
Joe Charbonneau, Justin Morneau.
There you go.
DJ LeMahieu. I mean, those are poetic type names. They have a nice flow to them.
Yeah.
Would help me out.
Panik stays alive.
But Johan Flande, come on. That's right up there with Scipio Spinks.
It is. Posey on deck, the 2-2 to Panic, and he stays alive.
Adam LaRoche, Dave LaRoche, the whole LaRoche family, Andy.
Panic this time puts it in play to Morneau. 2 outs. There's a Frenchman.
Well, he was born in France. He was an Air Force kid. We're going to see another Bochy here in a couple days. Brett Bochy is going to get called up to the big leagues. Had a nice year down at Fresno, a relief pitcher. Throws hard.
Hit on the ground to Rutledge, and that's going to end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning, and it remains 7-2.
Bay Area is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers, offering business and personal insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. Visit us at hefins.com and by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Here in Denver, it's a 7-2 lead for the Giants. Hudson goes out to work here in the 6th inning. He's allowed 5 hits and a couple of runs. And it'll be Dickerson, McHenry, and Rutledge. Dickerson is 1 for 2. Found a hole through the infield in the 2nd inning, and then Hudson struck him out in the 4th.
By the way, Sylvester Newell
Was
Clint Eastwood's name in Paint Your Wagon.
Ah, Sylvester Newell. Kind of know now why they just called him partner.
Well, I think he said it right at the very end. But thank you, Janet Abbott, for texting us the stumper. Partner.
2-0 pitch. Hudson not happy. It's 3-0.
No, he doesn't want to go to any 3-0 counts in a 5-run lead. You just don't. Now he respects Dickerson. He wants to make. He's pitching his game like it's 1-0 the way you're supposed to. But you don't want to walk anybody. Not in this ballpark.
And a strike. 3-1. and just a bit high. So for the second inning in a row, the Rockies get their leadoff hitter on. And here's Michael McHenry.
First walk of the day from Tim Hudson. So right away he goes into the ground ball mode. Something that he's been fantastic at inducing throughout his career.
In tight to McHenry.
See some activity in the Giants pen here pretty quick with the pitch count getting up towards 90.
Hudson deals, swinging a line drive over Crawford. So a walk and a single, and now that sets it up for Rutledge. Looking at that box score, Mike, the Cubs and Brewers. Remember, Gomez was hurt yesterday, right?
Yep.
Was not in the lineup today.
Carlos Gomez, the leadoff hitter for the Brewers.
There's a strike to Rutledge. And Jacob Turner. 6 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts. He beat him.
They just need to get off this road trip. It's been a rough one for them. They're 1-6. The Brewers.
Rutledge on the ground, and it finds a hole into right field. Dickerson's going to score. Pence throws to third, and reaching third is McHenry. And now the Rockies have something going on here in the 6th inning. Nobody out with runners at the corners.
He makes the pitch right inside. A nice inside out approach from Rutledge to beat the pitch. And just finds a hole out of the reach of Joe Panik. And very quickly, Dave Righetti going to come out and just kill some time and let the pen get ready. I mean, that's the thing about a single ball guy. I mean, you get the ball you're trying to get. You get him to hit the ball on the ground, but finds a hole. We talk about how fast this infield is. Javier Lopez, the lefty, Gene Machi, the righty. And this is a red alert here.
LeMahieu has tripled, and he's rolled out. It is not LeMahieu. I beg your pardon. It's right. Enoa came in. It's Matt McBride. So McBride is standing in, and he rolls one foul, and it's no balls and 1 strike. McBride is 4 for 16 here in Colorado. Eno is on deck. McHenry is at third. Rutledge is at first. Posey set up away, and he gets the call. It's 0-2.
You pitch for the ground ball early. You pitch for the strikeout late. They would give up a run to get a double play here.
Hudson gets the sign. He agrees with Posey. And a snap throw, and Rutledge is back. Arias holding on. Rutledge, and another quick toss. McBride steps out as he adjusts his batting gloves, just waiting on Hudson to get ready. A walk and 2 singles. And a quick 0-2 to McBride. And he tried to hit that spot again and just missed. 1-2.
That's an excellent pitch. I mean, that's Paralysis fastball just off the plate, about 8 inches. It sets up a lot of things. You come right back that side of the plate with a slider down on the strike zone. He's likely to chase.
Just got a piece off the end of the bat, and it remains at 1-2.
The other thing too about Buster Posey, he's so good at when he senses that a guy's starting to lean, and McBride is definitely starting to lean on that outside corner, it'll open up the inside corner, and he has no problem getting in there.
So McBride takes a deep breath, gets back in the box as Buster Posey gives the sign.
Staying away.
Down low, 2-2.
And this becomes a big pitch for Hudson. He does not want to get into a 3-ball count. There's not a likelihood that would start the runner, but his best bet for a double play is right now.
Two and two. On the ground to Sandoval. Sandoval will knock it down, and everybody's safe. Boy, it's the one thing you can't do in this park, and that's start to kick the ball around. You got to get outs. So McHenry comes in on the play, and Sandoval, I mean, he threw a ball that Panic should have caught, but you could see he did handcuff him, and not coming up with it cleanly really did break up the rhythm on this play, and trying to do a little bit too much instead of just getting one out for sure. All right, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts. We'll be back. And there's your new pitcher, Javier Lopez.
55th time that he has come in. 1-1 with a 2.20 ERA, 19 strikeouts, 32 1/3. So Rafael Inoa seeing him for the first time. flips over to the right side. And that's what switch hitters do. So for Hudson, he hands the ball off to the bullpen. And it's their job now to try and hold this 3-run lead. Remember, he has never had a win in Coors Field.
So here's Enoa. He had his first big league at bat and hit in the 5th inning. Here he swings and pops it back and out of play. Blackman on deck. Double look to second, and another look, and this is out of play. So Hudson a spectator. Just outside, it's 1-2.
Nice teaser. Giants don't know a whole lot about Rafael and Enoa.
And he's going to poke one into left center field, a base hit. Rutledge is going to score. McBride goes to third, and it's now 7-5. And that'll bring up Charlie Blackman.
What they're finding out about Enoa is he's a pretty good 2-strike hitter. The fastball, it sort of cuts back in on the outside corner just above the thighs. And Enoa enjoying his first at bats at the big league level.
Well, this has all been done by the bottom of the order, and now here comes the top of the order. It's Charlie Blackman. Tying runners at first. Two things you can't do in this park. You can't walk people and you can't give away outs, and the Giants have done that in this inning. Blackman fouls it out of play. Blackman's 2 for 5 in his career against Javier Lopez.
And a tough guy to double up. He's got good speed.
Hit on the ground to Crawford. Crawford's got it. He will step on the bag, throw to first. Not in time. And coming in to score is McBride. It's 7-6. And a nice play by Crawford to get it out.
That ball was roasted. Not enough time for Panic to get over. And Crawford thinking his best shot at a double play was going to be a solo attempt. Just too much speed from Blackman. And we're going to have a new pitcher.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts. We'll be back.
Premium, and it features for only $4.99. Follow every Giants game with live look-ins, replay reviews, live radio broadcasts, the MLB TV game of the day, and more. Download on the App Store. Sell in soon. Go to sfgiants.com/mobile today.
Taking care of the mound.
A lot of activity out there, so they're going to brush out that little spot that has been worn down, and they're going to pack it with the mixture that's a composite of clay and dirt. And then here comes the Tampa guy. Whoever was the first guy to come up with clay to be mixed in with dirt at home plate for hitters and on the mound for pitchers, should be a place for that guy in heaven.
Perfect.
We're good.
Perfect. So clay is like the duct tape of grounds crew.
Exactly. You can fix a lot of stuff with good clay. New pitcher now for the Giants, Gene Machi. Let's take a look at the year that he has had for Bruce Bochy. And it's been solid. In 60 games, he's 6-1 with a 1.57 ERA. And league hitting 195 against him. Nobody's really lighting him up. Bruce Bochy was noticing the hole in the mound. So bring the ground crew out, get it fixed up, and here we go.
Here's Stubbs. Stubbs with Blackman at first, and Blackman the ability to steal a bag. He's got 22 on the year. And a very quick toss, and Blackman just gets back.
Blackman's going to go. It's just a matter of what pitch. A one-run ball game. I mean, that's his job. Put himself in scoring position.
Swing and a miss.
Good fork ball right out of bed, and that was 1.12 seconds unload time. So he stays down around 1.2 seconds. That will definitely give Buster Posey a chance to throw out Blackman. And Posey's been really hot throwing runners out of late.
Just off the plate, Blackman did not go. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, checking on Blackman. Inning started out with a walk to Corey Dickerson. A couple of singles and then an error. Another base hit. And a terrific play by Crawford to get an out. This is fouled, and it's now 1-2. Long day at the yard, and a lot of game left in this one.
Well, they can push hard, though. They've got an off day Thursday, and then they got an off day next Monday. But you're right. I mean, it wasn't a full doubleheader, but I mean, they played an hour, completed the first suspended game. It does become a long day.
Close pitch, 2-2.
Busted out the slider there, just missed. But that really goes to the scout report. For most of Drew Stubbs' career, he's had a hard time laying off those sliders down and away because of a lot of his strikeouts.
Now Blackman goes. Strike 3 call. Blackman will steal it. 2 outs. And the hitter will be Justin Morneau.
Chance for an intentional walk here. Posey comes up, could not get a grip. No grip, no throw.
Machi's only faced Morneau 1 time, and he's retired him on a ground ball. But he's had some good at bats today. He came in leading the National League in hitting.
And he's the kind of hitter too who's pretty patient. He likes that first pitch fastball challenge.
And they're going to stay away, and it's 1-0.
And that may be what they do, is just pound him with 2-seam movement off the plate away. And if he's going to go out of the strike zone and chase, hit your pitch, great. If not, take a couple shots out and then walk him. And that was the shot. It was 1 pitch, and now they're walking him.
So that'll bring up Arenado. Arenado is 0 for 3. It's a 1-run game, and this is the 9th hitter to hit here in this 6th inning.
So all Tim Hudson could do is watch now. It is in the hands of the bullpen.
And the first pitch to Arenado is down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Arenado has faced Machi more than any Rockies hitter. He's faced him 7 times, and he's 1 for 7. Two balls and no strikes. Giants are just trying to get off the field.
It's just one of those Coors innings.
It is.
Coors Field has always posed that threat of an inning. You just cannot seem to find the last out.
Arenado in the driver's seat. We'll see what Machi does. And this is hit out into right center field. Hit pretty well. Pagan's got a beat on it, and that's going to end the inning. Well, they hang on to the lead, and now we will go to the 7th. It's 7-6 Giants. Toyota game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Hudson gives up 5 earned runs. He throws 96 pitches. Morales gave up 7 earned runs. Crawford's had a good day. And the Giants won the suspended game from May 22nd. Before this game, they won it by a final of 4-2. So the Giants are hanging on. It's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Juan Nicasio, the new pitcher now for the Rockies. Swingman, has made 14 starts. This will be an appearance out of the pen. 5-6, 5.89 ERA. When you take your at-bats against him, you're going to see a fastball that's low to mid-90s with velocity. You'll cut it more than sink it. And he has a slider and a changeup. Live in Colorado, still love my Giants. Well, we love you too, Amos.
Yes, absolutely. So here's Sandoval.
Maybe Emma's grandma. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Sandoval's 0 for 3. Now batting left-handed for the first time today. And he shoots this one foul right into the camera well, and it's 0-1.
Casio, a big guy, 6'3", 200-pounder, 28 years old. Had a birthday yesterday from the Dominican Republic. 3-year veteran.
Sandoval again on his hands, and now it's 0-2. Trying to reach for Hunter Pence. And it's wide, so it's 1-2.
Two for 15 lifetime. 3 strikeouts for Sandoval against Nicasio.
Sandoval, a jam shot and a base hit. So he'll take it.
Yes, he will.
And here's Pence.
Little jam shot, that cut fastball. Thing of beauty right there. And if you're Nicasio, you're thinking evil thoughts when this thing goes over the third baseman's head.
Absolutely. Here's Pence. He takes low. Pence homered in the first, a 3-run home run off of Franklin Morales. Low again, 2-0. This was the home run. It looked for a second like Blackman was going to catch it, and then Blackman just ran out of room.
Just a high cutter right across the shoulders. And in that part of the yard, you got a chance. And you see Morales' reaction. He was not enthusiastic.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Good numbers lifetime against Nicasio. Giants really hit Nicasio around back in San Francisco 2 series ago.
Bounced foul. Nicasio was the one that gave up the home run to Buster Posey. Two balls, 2 strikes. And this is wrapped into center field. And Stubbs is going to reach up and make the catch. Wow.
I don't know of many center fielders that are as athletic as Drew Stubbs. I mean, he is a pure athlete. And he did not get a great first step on this, but he had enough speed to go back and make the play. And it winds up being a nice over-the-shoulder backhander. You know, that ball was roasted. Beautiful play.
So here's Arias. Arias has been on base 3 times, a couple of walks and a single. Blanco to follow, and then Crawford. We're in the 7th. Foul back. Arias starting to have better swings. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Rockies play Arias pretty straight up in the outfield. They've come in a few steps on the corners. And he's got a little pop in this ballpark that has some carry. I mean, the way that they've come in and left and right, he can burn them. See Rex Brothers, the left-hander, starting to get heated up. They have 3 lefties down that Rockies bullpen.
So it's 1-1 to Arias. Nicasio keeping on Sandoval, who doesn't have a steal, nor has he been thrown out. The pitch. Tap foul, 1-2.
Change up has been a good pitch for Nicasio today.
So Arias battling Nicasio. Sandoval with a blue pit. Pence roasted one out to Stubbs. And now it's 1-2 to Arias. And this is skied into center field. So Arias is retired, and here's Blanco. Gregor Blanco's got an RBI. He's walked, he's singled. His RBI right now is the difference in the game. Actually, that's not true. Crawford's RBI is the difference in the game. Crawford doubled in a run in the 5th. And it's low. Blanco has had a little success against Nicasio in his career. He's 4 for 14. Couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. Morales started. And then Flande, and now Nicasio. The pitch. 2 balls and no strikes.
There's that success you're talking about. Got 4 knocks and 14 at bats. You at least see the ball out of his hand well. Plus, he's got a couple of walks. I say that's advantage, Blanco.
Well, Blanco's going to lean on something here if it's good. It's 2-0. And he wraps this one right on one hop to Morneau. And that's going to end the inning. Dickerson's going to lead things off. It's a one-run game. Is now a 7-6 lead, and we got some baseball left here.
Well, you're right. It's Coors Field. Anything can happen. But right now, it's Gene Machi going to try and bring another 0 up on the board against these Rockies here in the bottom of the 7th.
So Machi will come back out. He will face Dickerson, McHenry, and Rutledge. It's Hudson, Lopez, and Machi. We had a little bit of a long in between innings with the singing of God Bless America. Giants and Rockies will play tomorrow. Pregame live will start at 5 right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. And then at 5:30 we'll have the game. And that'll be a Yasmero Petit start and a Jordan Lyle start. A morning start back at the Bay Area on Wednesday. No start on Thursday. And then the Tigers for 3 is the Giants will go back to Detroit for the first time since they won a world championship. So join us tomorrow. That's the one that's going to be important after this one.
Yeah, so from here on out, every day is the biggest day of the year, biggest game of the year.
Pretty much so.
That's what I love about September. You can start to see the light start to remind you of fall, which is about 27 days away. No, I think the autumnal equinox is the 23rd of September this year. Anyway, it's starting to look like fall.
Oh, yeah. Bruce Bochy. Try to watch his bullpen hang on to this one. Dickerson led the 6th inning off with a walk. And then 9 people went to the plate. 8 after him. Machi to Dickerson. And it's outside for a ball, 1-0. Dickerson and Machi have never squared off against each other, at least during the regular season game. Outfield, yeah, pretty much straight away. And a strike to Dickerson to even the count.
And it's respectful the way they're playing him depth-wise. I mean, he's got good pop. 20 home runs on the year. I mean, you could definitely lay claim to some power, and he's got it.
And the 1-1 to Dickerson, and it's cast high and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dodgers are underway at Dodger Stadium, taking on the Nationals. Nationals scored in the first. They lead 1-0. And the pitch to Dickerson, and Dickerson takes a high strike. It's 2-2. Nationals come into today's action 6 games up on the Atlanta Braves. Braves lost, so that's 6.5. Matt Kemp just hit a 2-run home run, so that 1-0 lead did not last very long. 2-2 pitch. Here it is to Corey Dickerson, and he swings at it, and it gets away from Buster Posey, and Dickerson's going to be aboard. Weird.
Well, it's Coors Field. You kind of expect these things. Strikeout, wild pitch, kicks away from Posey, and Dickerson from the left side runs pretty well. And that's a break for the Rockies.
So here's McHenry. McHenry's got a couple of hits.
Well, because of that, I'm not convinced that they're going to put a bunt play on right here. And then all of a sudden now we've got somebody checking. It's like Dickerson may have had a little bit of a leg problem. Keith Duggar is the head trainer for these Rockies. And that's the time of year. This is September 1st. If you don't have a couple of dings, you have played hard. And let's take a look at Dickerson going down the line here. Well, he didn't look like he was uncomfortable until there.
So now
I think he's deking him. He's a base stealer.
McHenry's looking for the bunt sign. Dickerson's got 8 steals. He's been thrown out 6 times. In tight. 1 ball and no strikes.
So Weiss says, I don't care if you have 2 hits. I'm bunting, at least on the first pitch. And McHenry almost walked into one.
Happened in the 2nd inning. Rutledge got hit, and he eventually scored. And the bunt. And the object is to get an out, and they will. And Dickerson down to second. And here's Rutledge.
Yeah, it's so rare to see a bunt at Coors Field. I mean, back when the Blake Street Bombers were in their full bloom and they were just putting up all kinds of runs every night, you never saw Don Bader put on a bunt with his offense, ever. He wouldn't give up the out. But here, Walt Weiss playing a little ball and setting it up for Jeff Rutledge here with 1 out. Have a little bit of a equipment problem. Sandoval blew out a belt, so we're waiting for him to get the belt on and get back into position.
Rutledge hit by a pitch, singled and singled. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Barnes is on deck. Dickerson at second. On the ground and a base hit. And Blanco is going to get it. And here's Blanco's throw, and it's way offline, and this game is tied. So the Rockies have come back. And they do it. A strikeout and a wild pitch. A sacrifice bunt. And then with this quick infield, a seeing-eye ground ball.
Little ball here in Colorado, and we got a brand new ball game.
So Ben Paulson is going to pinch hit. The completion game before this one, Paulson had a pinch hit single. Rutledge with 3 hits today, 3 singles. He's had a day like Crawford has. And a strike to Paulson. It's no balls and 1 strike. Machi at the belt to pitch, and it's in tight. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, one thing that the Giants learned about Paulson in the first game is that he's a pretty good low ball hitter. He had a nice clean base hit, and it was right below the knees. And he covered that zone beautifully.
High and deep to right. Hence is going back. It is gone. And now the Rockies take the lead. So Paulson a pinch hit home run.
Middle in, mid thigh, boom. And for Paulson, he had 15 home runs at Colorado Springs this year. Just flexed his muscles, and the Rockies for the first time today lead.
Here's Inoa who pops it up. It'll be panic waiting.
And we talk about it. I mean, nothing is more unsettling for a veteran facing a guy he doesn't know in a big situation. And Rafael Inoa and Paulson today, I mean, they've been big in this game.
Well, the first 4 hitters have not scored a run. So here's Blackman. First 4 hitters do not have a hit. And this is rolled foul.
Our gloveless ball dude with the 1 flap hat.
But from the 5th spot and down, that's where it's all come from. Giants have 6 more outs in this game. And this is hit out into center field. And this is going to end the inning. So 3 runs here in the 7th. The 2-run home run gives the Rockies the lead. It's 9-7. Crawford to lead it off. Niners head coach took his yearly missionary trip to Peru, and Comcast Sportsnet Barry went along to chronicle the trip. Tuesday at 9 p.m. 9-7 Colorado.
New pitcher now for the Colorado Rockies will be the left-hander Rex Brothers. 64th time he's come into a game. Good healthy body of work. 51 strikeouts in 50 and 2/3 innings. For Brothers, you're going to see low 90s fastball with a slider and a changeup. Got pretty good tilt on the slider.
And he's facing Brandon Crawford, who's had a 3-for-3 afternoon. And he hits a high fly ball to right. And it's Blackmon moving back and underneath it, and he'll make the catch. And that'll bring up Andrew Susac. So Susac's going to hit. Barnes is now in left field, so Dickerson departs, maybe with some type of an injury. And now Walt Weiss waited until the last second.
Well, every manager has his style.
So, no pitcher coming in. It's 9-7. Brothers departs, and we'll be back. Field afternoon. And the new pitcher is Adam Ottavino.
Take a look at the work from Adam Ottavino. 68th time that he has come in for Walt Weiss. 1-4 with a 3.79 ERA. 65 strikeouts and 59 and a third. I mean, that's good stuff. Ottavino got a good fastball. You'll see low to mid 90s. It's a pretty good sink on it. Hard slider and a changeup.
And it's Ishikawa who's going to hit for Susak. And the first pitch is low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Ishikawa got a base hit in the completion game and knocked in a run. You're batting with 1 out and nobody on. There's a strike.
You know, September could be a rough month for doubleheaders because of games that have to be rescheduled that have been rained out during the season. And it becomes a long day. I mean, these are not the type of days that if you have to play both ends of a doubleheader, or in this particular case, a game and a half, you start to feel it in your legs. If you're an infielder, an outfielder, catcher.
Well, you also have to deal with first day in with altitude. Ishikawa a little tardy. He's behind. Check that. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this is out of play.
Well, it's kind of equal on that because the Rockies have been on the road for a week. They had 4 in San Francisco, 3 in Arizona, so they're coming back home for the first day, so they have to adjust the altitude. It's different. It really is.
Ishikawa lines this one at Morneau.
Pretty good pitch. Pretty good swing of the bat. Turns out to be a big league hang with him. Pitch right down around the knees, and they had moved Morneau off the line, and they put him in a perfect place to snag the line drive off the bat of Ishikawa.
So here's Angel Pagan. Pagan has had a nice day. He's hit the ball hard 3 times. He's got 1 hit to show for it, and that was a single in the second. Taps this one to Inoue, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It remains 9-7 Rockies. Back morning show in KNBR. Michael talked to the fellas on KNBR 680, the sports leader, and so will I. We will double team Murph and Mac tomorrow morning. The sports leader. 9-7 Colorado. And we're going to see a debut of a guy that we've been wanting to see for a while.
Well, Hunter Strickland. Take a look at what he did at Richmond AA this year. 38 games, 35 2/3, 11 for 11 in save-offs. 4 walks in those 35 2/3, 48 strikeouts. And how does he do it? Well, it's mid to high 90s with the velocity. He's got a real good slider that'll go 88 to 91. And he throws a split.
And when we shook his hand this morning, he kept one of my fingers and 2 of yours.
He took both rings off. He's a big man, 6'4", 220. 25 years old. He'll turn 26 later on this month in September. But and he had to rebuild him a couple years ago with Tommy John. He keeps a picture of the surgery when his elbow was opened up in his locker to remind him of where he's been.
Here's the first pitch of his major league career, and it's 99 for a called strike.
Good chance he's going to get a pretty good body of work this September, I would have to say.
Yes. This is fouled on the right field line and out of play.
One pitch, and the way he threw it, and the heads in the Rockies dugout turned. And just take a look at his motion. Very upright and balanced. You could see just a very compact motion, his hand right out over his foot, an easy motion to repeat, which explains why he's had such great command.
Out of play. It's easy.
Well, Drew Stubbs, good fastball hitter, and he's been tardy on the last 2. And that last one didn't have great location.
And he went with an off-speed pitch.
It's a slider right there, a little lazy, but you know the problem with a slider when you're amped up, and you know he's got adrenaline going. As calm as he looks, inside that uniform, I have to say that his heartbeat is going pretty good. And you can overthrow a slider better than anything. And up here, not always friendly pitch.
Up high, 1-2.
Has a little tap, a timing tap as he separates his hands, tap and comes back in. A lot of guys do that. As long as you don't show the hitter your hand or any piece of the ball, you're okay.
Outside, 2-2. Morneau on deck, and then Arenado. And Strickland throws, and this is popped up, and it's going to be a souvenir.
You watch a guy break in the game with the type of stuff that Strickland has, and we've seen 2 pitches, and we know he throws another one, a split. We haven't seen it. But really, when you get up here, it's almost like let your education begin, because you will learn a lot of things here in a short period of time.
High and deep to left. Fair or foul? Foul.
And that's what big league hitters do with hanging sliders. And he's throwing 3, and he's hung all of them. It's set away. And there's the hang, and there's the bang. Drew Stubbs can hit him long. I mean, he's got power. This isn't anything the league doesn't know about Drew Stubbs. good mistake hitter.
So if hitters know that your secondary pitch isn't working, then you can sit on 99.
Or in that case, 100.
Hit on the ground into the hole and a base hit.
So we're going to see how Hunter Strickland holds runners on. And he's going to take on a established big league hitter with credentials.
Morneau is 0 for 3 with a walk. And this is drilled into left field, a base hit. I think more than anything, Mike, what you have said all along is big league hitters aren't that impressed with 99.
Well, they're not. Certainly guys who have been most valuable players in the American League, like Morneau was in 2006. And he likes that first pitch fastball, and he just teed off on another one. So this is just nothing more than going over signs with runners at second base and just trying to calm him down.
So here's Arenado. The Nationals, by the way, have hit 3 home runs against the Dodgers, all solo shots. Worth, Cabrera, and now Span. And they lead the Dodgers 3-2. And a strike. And I'd say Mr. Strickland better keep an eye on Stubbs because he's thinking about it.
Well, you're right. I mean, a veteran runner will definitely look to see if a rookie is not varying his looks he gives a runner at second base.
You see the score, 3-2. Foul back, 0-2. The ball must be carried at Dyer Stadium.
You think?
Because Kemp is also homered in that game.
So 4 home runs. That game's in the 3rd inning. But right here, all the Rockies are thinking about is the fastball. That's all they're thinking about. And you might even see Arenado guess here with an 0-2 count. That's protect mode right there. Might kick him. Got a call up from Fresno today, starting to get heated up. It's the one day you never forget. It's the greatest shot of adrenaline you'll ever have. Your first day in the big leagues. When you're filling out a big league uni and you get the call to come into a game.
Oh, 0-2. And a high fastball. It's 1-2.
It really is the one day you're severely disadvantaged. Because, I mean, I don't care how many all-star teams or playoff games you play in the minor leagues. Those are adrenaline games. I'm not taking anything away from that. But your first day in the big league, it's a different adrenaline, and it's hard to command it.
And a little pop-up. It's going to be Crawford taking charge. Infield fly rule had been called.
And in regards to controlling your adrenaline, you know, it gets a little easier the next couple, 2-3 times you get out there if you're Strickland or any other rookie. Right now, you know, you're bulletproof. And again, when you've got so much arm adrenaline, you kind of lose a feel of it, and that affects the slider more than any other pitch.
Barnes batting for the first time. Remember, he came in the game for Dickerson. And now Strickland will step off the slab. On deck is McHenry. Giants really just want to get to the ninth, trailing by 2. They've got the right part of the lineup coming up. And now the runners go. And Buster Posey's going to throw to second. And they got him. That was their shot.
Big play by Posey. Got too much speed with Stubbs. I know it's a shorter throw, but he never even thought about third base. It was going to second base the whole time. And even with a runner at first and second, Morneau with a pretty good jump.
They're going to look at this, Mike.
Oh, they got him.
So we're going to have to wait. This replay review is presented by Xfinity. So you're pretty sure of that, huh?
I am. I am pretty sure of it.
Let's take another look.
I mean, that's two looks we look at, and it looks like he's out. 3 if you consider the one we saw from the right field line. I just don't see anything that would lead you to believe that it should be overruled. I think the play will stand. And it's a big out.
I'm not as sure as you are.
I mean, if he's safe, you're talking about a runner third and 1 out. If he's out, you got 2 outs, and it changes everything. How you play your defense, how you pitch. They're taking a long look at New York.
Always like the longer it takes.
See ya.
I mean, what does Walt Weiss have to lose?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You get a couple of commercials in. I mean, it's perfect.
That's right. A little
hot dog you had was good.
Oh yeah. He has nothing to lose.
So here's Barnes with a count of 0-1. And that's the one you got to worry about with a rook out there with a guy on third.
Throwing 97 in the dirt. Yeah, you're right. Those, you do not have time to get a body in front of. You just let your hands think for themselves.
One ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that make a big league hitter shake his head, though. I mean, that was high velocity right above the hands.
It's number 20 in the inning for Strickland. And it's 2-2. Remember, a guy by the name of Brian Wilson made his debut here.
Yep, he did.
And I think he pulled an oblique.
I think you're right. I think you did. Good memory.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Out of play. Strickland rubs up the baseball. Takes a peek in to Buster Posey. And the pitch. Bouncing ball to Crawford. Crawford has it. Crawford to Arias. Side retired. Strickland, after allowing 2 runners to reach, pitches out of it. And we will go to the 9th. Panic, Posey, Sandoval.
Time now for our Honda player of the game. We think that Brandon Crawford is that man today. A 3-hit day. This one producing an RBI. And then he also did it with a glove. Spectacular play, sending Nolan Arenado back to the bench. So for his work with the bat and with the glove, we're going to make him our Honda player of the game. The 3rd and final hit. Swinging it good. Our Honda player of the game, Brandon Crawford.
Nice job. And this one's far from being over. It's 9-7. And Hawkins is the new pitcher.
Take a look at the numbers for LaTroy Hawkins, the closer. 22 saves at 23 opportunities. 2-2 with a 2.68 ERA. Hawkins, you're going to see a fastball that'll go low to mid-90s. I mean, he's got a great arm. He's 41 years old. He's got a big over-the-top curveball with a high 3/4 release, a slider, changeup, basic 4. But if he gets that curveball over, he's tough.
Here's Panic. Joe Panic is 1 for 4. And he takes down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Joe Panic has only faced Hawkins 1 time. He's 0 for 1. Buster Posey on deck.
Wow, the Let's Go Giants cheer is pretty loud.
Well, it ticked the Rocky fans off, so now they're making some noise. At the knees.
It is rally cap time. And they wear it oh so well.
At the knees. Back-to-back pitches, same spot, 1 and 2.
With Hawkins, you can pretty much look away. for that fastball, because he is going to make you hit the ball the other way in this ballpark. But now it's 2 strike, and now you protect.
Down the left field line, fair. Panic is going to end up at second base, and now the tying run comes up. That was a thing.
That was a thing. But he's also hit the ball on the nose twice today and got with the little bird left on the rock, so it kind of evened us out. And let's take a look. Fastball, he jams him with the fastball. And just fights it, and now as he's running down the line, he's saying, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. And that's a double. And now the Giants get to bring the tying run, and here comes the beef.
So Buster Posey has 2 hits. And he hits one up the middle, and that's a base hit. And they're going to wave in Panic. Stubbs' throw is cut off, and it's a 1-run ball game. And here's the Panda.
And I think we're going to hear the Let's Go Giant chant a little louder.
What's going to happen again? Juan Perez is going to run for Buster Posey. Remember, the Giants have Guillermo Quiroz as their 3rd catcher. He arrived today. Susak was used as a pinch hitter, announced, and then really didn't get the hit, but into the game. So here's Sandoval, who's 0 for 4 lifetime against Hawkins. And he tomahawks this one out of play, and it's 0-1. Pence is on deck. And then Arias. And the numbers for Hunter Pence against Hawkins. Right now, it's Sandoval at the plate. Perez the tying run at first. Foul back again.
And came off the bat. Does not feel good. So 294 mile an hour fastballs right across the letters, and a quick 0-2 from LaTroy Hawkins. That did not feel good. Well, he's out of hamate bone, so he can't hurt himself.
Absolutely. And he is in the swing mode right now.
Yes, he is.
And Perez will go down to second.
It's a big play for a lot of reasons. Number one, it takes away the force. Number two, it's in scoring position. And number three, even if Pablo Sandoval makes it out here, it could be a productive out if it moves up Perez to third.
Well, there's another one, too. The Panda didn't swing at it.
It's a good sign.
1-2 to Sandoval. And now the Giants fans are doing it again.
Kid's into it. I love it.
1-2, tying run at second. Sandoval up the middle, and this game is tied. Three straight hits.
And they're not done.
And here's Hunter Pence.
Second blown save of the year for LaTroy Hawkins. And the Panda with 2 strikes. It's a right back up the middle the way you're taught. And this place is going crazy. Look at Mom.
So here's Pence.
Welcome back one, Perez.
Hunter Pence, 1 for 3, hit a bullet to Stubbs in the 7th. And he takes low, 1 ball and no strikes. Nobody out. Sandoval at first. Arias on deck. 1-0 to Hunter Pence. And Pence fouls it back.
That's a quick bat.
1 ball and 1 strike.
94 on the hands.
On the ground, it could be a pair. Rutledge, Enoa, not in time. And you have to turn that double play.
You do. And you got a big man up there who has a lot of backswing now. Then you're talking about a guy running from the right side. Watch the swing. Now he's got to unwind and get going. And Enoa cannot get it over there in time to complete the pair.
Look at the arc on the flip. You got to get it to him. So here's Arias. Now you got speed at first. And the pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. Blanco's on deck. Somebody now up in the Rockies bullpen. Pence, the ability to steal a bag. Arias, the ability to put the ball in play.
Nick Bassett would be that guy up in the pen for the Rockies.
And Pence had a little bit of a lean. Doesn't have to be a straight steal. Let's see the manager put on a hit and run. Arias waiting patiently, and now Hawkins is ready. Foul back. Good swing by Arias.
Well, these guys have been playing ball since 2 o'clock, with the exception of a half an hour between games. And you really have to fight to hold your concentration because you are tired. But it only means everything.
Pence leaning. And Hawkins will check him out.
Got to be in shape, physically and mentally. This is the time of year that tests you, especially these situations. Long game, long day. You got to grind.
Pitch out, and Hawkins almost threw it to the backstop. So they had a pretty good idea that Pence was going to go.
I'm impressed. Well, the best time to go if you're a base stealer is right after a pitch out. McHenry, he's not a big guy. 5'10", he says, with the spikes on, but if you stand next to him,
he's not 5'10".
No.
2-1. All back, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. See if Pence goes here. We'll let you know. He does not. Double play ball. And they're going to call Pence out at second, as Rutledge could not hang on to it, but that was another one they should have turned.
Giants are reviewing this right now, and Bruce Bochy may come out. But you're right, this looks tailor-made from the get-go. You know it. And just on the exchange, Rutledge cannot get a grip. I think he had possession. I think they're going to say that he had the ball long enough to determine possession. And I don't even think Bruce Bochy is going to challenge now. Good heat put on the play by Pence, all clean. The Giants live to see another at bat.
So here's Blanco. Blanco takes wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Blanco 1 for 4 lifetime against Hawkins. Two and 0.
Good eye.
Blanco's got some power now. If he can look at or look for a certain pitch and maybe lean on it. Remember, the hot spot is right field here in this park.
Right over the 375 sign. They also give Blanco the line. Of course, the way that Hawkins goes after left-handed hitters, he kind of makes you hit the ball in left field. Now they're going in.
3-0.
Time to see a catcher sit up and go in. It really is a target that is set up against the defense because of how far off the line the Rockies have right fielder Charlie Blackmon. They really have a lot of room over there down the right field line. It's really a pitchable way of playing, boy, defense.
And a strike. So now it's 3-1. So 2-0, 3-1. Kind of the same deal as to what you might get. He certainly didn't want to walk Blanco. That would put the potential lead run in scoring position.
For a guy on deck who's got 3 hits. And Brandon Crawford.
So let's see if Blanco gets something to hit here. Arias goes, swinging a foul out of play, 3-2. And that was a high fastball. Now Arias will be going for sure, 3-2 with 2 outs. So here we go, a ball in the gap with Arias on the move. Could give the Giants the lead. We'll see what happens. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Strike 3 call. And that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 9th coming up. As we go to the bottom of the ninth.
That's a lot of nines. New pitcher now for the Giants coming into the bottom of the ninth will be Sergio Romo. 56th time that he's come in. 5-3 with a 3.88 ERA. Romo pitched in the first half of this doubleheader, the suspended game. So here he comes in. Always a challenge to a reliever to come in there and pitch twice in one day. Romo, at one time, the closer, 23 saves on the year. His role redefined as more of a setup now.
And it'll be McHenry to lead things off. Guillermo Quiroz is now behind the dish. So here's McHenry. Couple of hits today. And the first pitch is down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
McHenry doesn't, I mean, we talked, he's not a big, tall guy, and he's got a little strike zone, and he handles it well. He's a tough guy to strike out. He puts the ball in play.
Hooks this one foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Extra innings never look so good to the Giants.
Boy, also, as long as it takes, that's the motto now. But they would love to get it to extra innings. That's the goal.
A 1-2. Almost taking that walk. He does it on every pitch.
So McHenry will take a walk. He does it on every pitch.
And it aggravates our commissioner.
And your partner.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Hit up the middle and a base hit. So he took a little out of his swing. And now the potential winning run is at first.
Little slider just sort of lingers out there at the knees of the outside corner. We talk about how the slider is the one pitch that's affected most at this altitude. And here in a 2-strike mode, beautifully defended. And the way you're taught, McHenry goes right back up the middle. And just like that, the Rockies have a runner on with nobody out.
Rutledge has 3 hits today. He's been on base 4 times.
We saw Walt Weiss give up an out to move a runner up earlier in the game.
And this is bunted foul. Romo sets. Rutledge shows bunt, and he bunts this one fair. Sandoval will pick it up and throw to Panic. And they get Rutledge. And down to second goes McHenry.
So
sometimes those bunts can have a little personality to them.
Nothing easy in this ballpark. And Sandoval's playing in tight. And all of a sudden he gets up and he's got to reach back and bring out the gun to shoot down Rutledge. But Walt Weiss gets what he's looking for. An excellent sacrifice by Josh Rutledge.
So here's Culberson. Culberson hitting at 194. And the pitch. And time was called. So just ignore that last pitch. Also gives the hitter a pretty good idea.
I think that thing went up there about 50 miles an hour. But it's better than trying to hold it back.
Key Rose. 2 outs. Sandoval never saw it. Sandoval threw his hands up in the air like, I don't know.
It's that time of night. I mean, it's dusky, and these lights have not taken effect. Well, you saw it go up, and then it disappeared into the night.
So here's Inoa.
Came in a pinch hit roll. Now he's looking at his 4th at bat.
Yeah, pinch hit in the 5th.
Got his first big league knock added to it.
On the ground. Crawford was going to keep it. And they did not get him. And McHenry, is he hurt?
Well, he just had Sandoval dive into him. Play hard.
It'll be a base hit for Inoa. And he stepped right on him.
Yeah, I think he did.
So Bruce Bochy's coming out.
One more look. He indeed got saved. He just stepped right on him with his left foot.
You think he's asking Romo, who do you want to pitch to here?
That's exactly what he's asking him.
You want to pitch to Blackman or you want to pitch to Stubbs?
One more look at the play as they try to get McHenry, and you can see him step right on the arm there. I mean, he's safe all the way. But McHenry definitely paid for going in hand first, which is the way you're going to have to go in this particular instance. And they almost got him. So I don't think that if they do pitch to Blackman, they're going to give much to hit. They shouldn't.
Blackman is 0 for 5. And that's the ball game. So Blackman gets his only hit in 6 at bats, and the Rockies win it here in the bottom of the 9th inning after the Giants had the lead, tied it up, and then gave it up here in the 9th.
Well, an emotional day for the Giants. They wound up splitting when it could have been a whole lot better. But it's just, every once in a while, Coors Field will remind you that it could be kind of a weird place to play. Today was a Coors Field game. Tough one to lose.
Give you an idea, Blackman, a 9-inning game. That was his 6th at bat. All right, from Denver, final score, the Rockies 10 and the Giants 9. Esurance Giants postgame live is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio.